You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into your Wednesday, September 4th edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here to bring you some great community information, and we've got a great show in store for you. Oh, a very busy show. Did you know that it is National Service Dog Awareness Month? Well, we're going to give you some more information on that. We're going to chat with the experts from Fidelity Investments on how you can start preparing for college saving and what you can expect as you're making your way through the process. Then, of course, we're going to talk to two incredible locals here in the community. Not only do we have the wonderful Vail Yetis coming in, but we've also got the Vail Valley Women in Business and our very own Danielle Turner from TV8 to give us some great information on some upcoming events and what this nonprofit does here in the community. It's also National Eat an Extra Dessert Day, so of course, naturally, we have to make a dessert. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are seeing increased chances of precipitation into the afternoon. 55 degrees first thing this morning, a high of 73, 40% chance of rainfall. Partly cloudy skies early this morning, and then those scattered thunderstorms into the afternoons. Winds coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour, making it feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is. As you're making your way out there, just make sure that you've got that rain jacket and or umbrella with you. Mostly sunny skies first thing this morning, partly cloudy into the afternoon. That high settling in between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour, and that's when we're going to anticipate seeing those scattered thunderstorms. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver nice and warm, but increased chances of precipitation. 85 in Denver, 78 in Vail, 73 in Avon, 83 in Eagle. So if you are driving along this I-70 corridor, just give yourself a little bit of extra travel time into the afternoon, because we do tend to see some standing water along that roadway. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 47 degrees is our overnight low, continuing with that 40% chance of rainfall. Now, wind shifting directions coming out of the east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of this evening. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, temperatures into the low 70s, partly cloudy skies, 71 degrees is the high, 20% chance of precipitation. By Friday, temperatures warming up, 76 degrees, mostly sunny skies. That's going to continue into Saturday, warming up even just a little bit more by Sunday with a high of 78 degrees. Now on Monday, we will see those temperatures start to decrease just a little bit and increase the chance of precipitation yet again. So if you are making your way out there this weekend, just be prepared. Those mostly sunny skies, I mean, we're going to enjoy the weather, but there's always a slight chance of precipitation into the afternoon. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, Good Morning Vail has so many wonderful things taking place, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces.
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Did you know that this month is National Service Dog Awareness Month? While I'm joined by two very important women on all of the great things that service dogs have to offer. Paige and Raquel, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me.
Thank you for having us.
Now, you guys both have great roles, so I'm going to have you each introduce what you do and why it's so important.
Oh, great. I am the CEO of Canine Companions, and what we do is provide service dogs to people with disabilities all over the United States.
And I'm Raquel White. I'm the Vice President of Corporate Affairs for Eukanuba USA. And we are proud to partner with Canine Companions for the past 30 years to provide the science-based nutrition formulated for the needs of these service dogs.
Now, it looks like you have a very sleepy service dog joining you right now. And I don't blame the sleepy service dog, but a lot of people have seen service dogs in action and they don't really understand the importance of the service dog's role. Can you give us some more information on that?
Absolutely. So over 64 million Americans are living with a disability, and they could be supported in living more independent lives through the help of a service dog. At Canine Companions, we train service dogs to help support the symptoms of over 65 disabilities. So those can include cognitive disabilities, physical disabilities, hearing loss, and also military-related PTSD. We provide these dogs to children, adults, and veterans at no cost. And we also have facility dogs who work with professionals in locations such as the criminal justice system, hospitals, schools, to help multiple people with their handler every single day. So we match these dogs with our clients, and we have a 98% success rate in doing those matches. And they're critical for helping our clients lead more independent lives.
Now, when we think dogs-owner relationship, it's always the human that takes care of the dogs. It's completely different here. It's the dogs that are really taking care of the humans. What skills do you train these service dogs to have?
We invented the concept of the modern service dog here at Canine Companions in 1975. And we invented the methods of training that help them create tasks and perform tasks, again, that mitigate the symptoms of a disability. So our trainers at our 7 campuses across the United States train the dogs in over 45 tasks. They can do everything from open and close drawers or doors. They can turn on and off lights. They can pull wheelchairs. They can retrieve items. They can take someone to alert someone that a sound is going off and take them to that sound. So they do all this work, and we really match our dogs with their aptitude to the specific disability of our client. And we have our instructor, Alex, here, who's going to give us a little demonstration.
Jingle. Jingle. Get. Oh, my goodness. Step. Very nice. Very nice. Give. Girl. Off. Hey, can you push? Yeah, good girl. Very nice, Jingle. Very nice. Commitment.
Right.
Girl, very nice. Very nice.
That is the happiest wagging dog tail, and you can tell that these dogs love what they do, which is why it's so incredible, the relationships between dogs and humans. Now, you guys have a great campaign running for this month to celebrate Service Dog Awareness Month. Can you give us some more information on the campaign?
Absolutely. So we're very excited to support Canine Companions in this opportunity. So we have a program called Feed Eukanuba Fuel Independence, and this is for any pet owner. You can go and buy a Eukanuba 28-pound or larger bag of dog food, and $20 will go back to Canine Companions, and this is available through the end of the year. And it's a really important opportunity to be able to raise funds for Canine Companions because, as Paige said, they provide these service dogs free of charge to people with disabilities, so every bit helps.
Now, if someone doesn't have a dog or a pet at home where they're going to buy this food, how else can they get involved?
Perfect. We have that for you too. Canine Companions is a 501c3 charitable organization, so you can certainly donate, and that money will help to match and to raise the dogs and match them with people with disabilities. You can also volunteer. You can volunteer to fundraise, you can volunteer to be a puppy raiser, or you can, like I said, you can participate with buying the food. So lots of opportunities. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit eukanuba.com/us/canine-companions.
Paige and Raquel, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thanks for showing us all of those adorable puppies first thing this morning.
Thank you.
Make sure that you get involved because this is such an important way of our society. The service dogs really make a difference, and there are so many great ways, whether you volunteer, whether you donate, or whether you make your pet nice and happy by buying the dog food and contributing to this wonderful cause. Make sure that you get out there and you make a difference. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at nantucketropebracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
every day around the world. When tragedy, danger, and disaster strike. When life and death hang in the balance. We look to the heroes among us.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Are you a parent who's worried about how you're going to save for college, and especially with those kiddos at home? Well, Fidelity Investments has some great tips and tricks for you, and I'm joined by Corey Latham. Corey, thank you so much for meeting me this morning.
Thank you for having me here today.
Now, can you give us some more information on what your role specifically is?
Yeah, so I work within our 529 college savings plan. So what I try to do is just focus on making sure that we're providing the best possible experience for those 529 investors.
And can you tell us more about the 2024 college study that has just been done and the data behind it?
Yeah, of course. So what our study found is that more parents are saving for college, and that they're actually even prioritizing saving for college higher than saving for retirement. While saving for retirement has always been a top priority for parents, it's not surprising to see them put more of an emphasis on college savings these past few years. And what our study revealed is that parents continue to agree that the value of college is worth the cost, but most parents either don't know or honestly are just simply guessing at what that cost actually is.
Now, how is the rising cost of college affecting parents in their saving goals?
Yeah, what we're finding from the study is that many parents are worried about that rising cost of college. And in fact, more than 1 in 4 claim that inflation is their most significant barrier to saving. And also, while parents say they are prioritizing their child's college education, they are falling short of their goals. And in reality, balancing of the day-to-day expenses with long-term savings, that can be a daunting task. So not only is saving for college getting harder, but as costs continue to rise, parents are increasing the amount they plan to chip in, and as a result are changing how they save to meet their goals.
And what are some key factors that parents should plan for as they're saving for college expenses and post-college expenses?
Yeah, we would recommend parents should consider a few things. First, have a plan. Most parents do expect to pay for at least some of their children's education, but many are not on track to meet their goal. Having a plan in place can help, and if you don't have one, Fidelity can help you create one. Second, talk to your children. The study found parents who have talked to their children about costs and expectations, they tend to have more saved. And then finally, consider saving in a tax advantage account like a 529. The study found parents saving in a 529 were more likely to be closer to their savings goals compared to parents not utilizing one.
Now, what are some common concerns when it comes to planning for college?
We do hear some, and I would say the most common ones would be, what happens if I don't either use all of the funds or say that my child chooses not to go for a traditional college path? Well, thanks to recent legislations, 529s have become even more flexible and have helped ease some of those concerns. So for example, 529s can now be used for many expenses beyond college tuition, like K through 12 tuition, a vocational or a technical school. You can even pay back a portion of your student loans. And starting this year, and under certain conditions, up to $35,000 can be transferred over to a Roth IRA for that child, and that's going to help give them a jump start on saving for retirement.
Now, I hope that you've inspired a lot of parents at home to look into all of these great options. Where can they go for more information?
Yeah, you'd want to go right to fidelity.com/529.
Corey, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thanks for the hard work that you do representing our parents and our students.
Well, we appreciate that, and thank you so much for having me here today.
Make sure that if you are a parent at home who's worried about how you're going to cover the cost of college, you look into Fidelity Investments because they've got some great options for you. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that. And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. They're NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that. Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, to fight 6 years off here.
I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Are you someone who has a sweet tooth? Well, today is Eat an Extra Dessert Day, and what better way to celebrate than make a delicious dessert at home that you can continue to enjoy all day and even for the rest of the week. So I'm going to show you my famous Oreo truffle recipe right now. Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of my favorite things to do is give you some really fun recipes because I'm a terrible cook. I know that, my mother knows that, everyone who knows me knows that. And so I like to find these very simple recipes that are really easy to make. And so today we're gonna make Oreo truffles. This has been one of my favorite recipes since I was in high school. And people that I make them for, if you like rich and sweet and chocolate and cream cheese and all of the yumminess, Oreos included, well then this is something that you're gonna like. So for my ingredients, all I have, and it's super simple, is I've got a package of Oreos, just one pack. Make it super easy for you to use, and that way it's nice and convenient. You just have to crush the one pack here in the food processor, and you're gonna keep some of that to the side, and we'll go over that in just a moment. Then I've got my white chocolate chips, as I'm gonna melt these down, and I'm gonna dip the Oreo truffles in them, just to kind of give them almost more of a cake pop-like feeling. Then of course we've got one single thing of cream cheese. This is gonna make it nice and easy. The worst part of it is having to mix the cream cheese. So to get started, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the food processor, which if you don't have one of these, then you can get some anger out by putting your Oreos in a bag, smashing them up, and if you leave those little chunks in there, it's really good because then it gives it a little bit of a crunch. So I'm gonna open my Oreos, and we're gonna start to place them in the food processor. Now because I have a food processor and I'm a little bit cheating, it's gonna make it nice and easy to just get that really fine, kind of like sand-like texture with the Oreos, and you just leave all the filling in there. Make it super convenient for yourself. The food processor was a money move. So Mom, if you're watching, thank you so much for this wonderful gift because it has helped me a lot in my baking endeavors. So we're just gonna turn this on for a second, get everything all nice and crushed in there. It's a little bit loud, sorry about that. You can see that it turns into that nice like powder texture. We're gonna keep going with this. We're gonna do all the Oreos. The entire pack of Oreos is gonna turn into this nice dust. And then we're gonna put some in this little cup to the side, and that's to garnish it after we put the white chocolate in there, because that's what's gonna make it super nice and delicious. So we're gonna just pulse it again. Get them nice and ground up. There's still a couple really big chunks in there, but we're just gonna keep adding more. Then we'll let it run for a second. I've let my cream cheese kind of warm up. That way it's nice and easy to like manipulate into the Oreo mixture that I'm gonna soon have once I get this all nice and ground up. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks perfect. And like I said, those bigger chunks that are in there, oh man, it just does a little bit make a mess, but that's okay because everyone here expects nothing less than that from me. This is always my struggle too. Okay, we're gonna take this guy right off. Now we're gonna grab our nice little cup. We're just gonna take a little scoop of this and put it right over to the side because we're gonna need this later. Then we're gonna take our blade out and dump the rest of the Oreo mixture into the big bowl. And this is going to be where we're gonna mix everything together. I'm gonna drop this in the sink really quickly. Then we're gonna take our cream cheese that we have. Like I said, it's been sitting out for a minute, so it's a little bit warm, a little bit more malleable than it would be if you just freshly pulled it out of the refrigerator. I'm gonna open this up. This is my least favorite part because if you've ever watched me cook in this kitchen, I absolutely hate when things get on my hands. And so this is like an act of love. These are a labor of love from me with the cream cheese. You drop the whole thing of cream cheese in there. You only need one of them because it's gonna make it super rich. And I'm gonna put my apron on for this because I'm gonna start to panic. And then when I start to panic, I'm gonna have to wipe my hands on something due to the fact that the texture thing really just like psychs me out a lot. So we're gonna mix this all together and you just like mash it right in there. Then once you have the mixture fully complete, this is the worst part. Once you have the mixture fully complete, then you are gonna let it sit in the refrigerator for a little while, harden up. You're gonna turn it into some nice little like cake pop like balls. And then after that, we're gonna dip them in some nice melted white chocolate. Then you're gonna freeze them again to just make it nice and cold. And that way they're melting. These are really good for like Thanksgiving or birthday parties or whatever. See, look at how disgusting this is. This is my least favorite part, like I said. Oh man. But once you get it all mixed in there, oh, this is so bad. It's like I can't, I'm trying to smile on my face, but this is not my favorite thing. I need to get taller. I should have worn heels. Get it all mixed in there, and then, like I said, you'll just let it cool down. Once it cools down, then we can turn it into the balls and just make our delicious Oreo truffles. And I have friends that will like ask me to make these for their Thanksgiving parties or if they're having like a housewarming party, because they're super easy. You can just grab them and go. I'm gonna continue to mix this, and then once I get this all nice and mixed together, we're gonna place this in the refrigerator. We're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna have to touch this all over again, so stay tuned. Now that we've done all of the steps, I've already pre-rolled, you know, TV magic, my dough into the nice little balls that it's gonna stay in. We're heating the chocolate up, and we've been doing it in intervals, continuously stirring it, that way it doesn't get burnt and or clumpy. So we're gonna pull this out of the microwave, see what consistency it's at now. Make sure it's nice, it's creamy, it's got the perfect consistency to pull those out, get them nice and dipped into the chocolate, and especially just because like we want this to be very easy to just maneuver those right in. So I left those in as long as I could, only because the thing with the cream cheese in there is they'll melt very, very quickly. So we're gonna pull these guys out of the freezer where I had them just to kind of cool down as much as I possibly could, because like I said, once that cream cheese gets in to the heat or it gets into the melted chocolate, it definitely starts to break down just a little bit. So having these nice and frozen helps, and then you just drop them in there, roll them around, super simple, get them nice and coated. Sometimes it's easier to use 2 spoons, sometimes it is not. Then drop them right back on to your parchment paper. Oh, I missed a spot on that one. And then with the Oreo that you kept, you're just gonna like nice and sprinkle that on there for the aesthetic factor of them. Sometimes I like to melt the dark chocolate too, and then that way I can just make it nice and easy and just drizzle the dark chocolate above the white chocolate, and then they look super fancy and like someone spent a lot of time on them. So you can see it's just super easy. Oh, I'm making a chocolate mess over here, but that is a-okay. And this is all it takes. It's super easy. Oh, that one doesn't look that pretty. I didn't realize that I missed that whole side where the spoon comes off. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. You can see my shapes of my Oreo truffles are all different shapes and sizes though. I like to keep it sporadic just because sometimes I'm like, wow, I just want a little one. And sometimes I'm like, I could eat my whole body weight in these. So I like to keep that guessing game basically going, but you can already see that even just for the few minutes that these have been out of the freezer, they're already starting to get a little bit soft, and when they get soft, they crumble, and then they make your white chocolate not as beautiful and white, but it's super easy to do, and they're delicious, and then they're cold, so you have a nice cold treat. You just continue to do this step until you're done, but you can also do things like, I have a really good recipe for a homemade peanut butter glaze. It's super easy. You can just find it online. It's also like 3 ingredients. And once you make the peanut butter glaze, you could drizzle that on here and kind of make it more of a delicious like peanut butter Oreo truffle. It helps that the cutting board that I have this on with the parchment paper is nice and cold too, to just kind of keep them formed while I'm going through this. But once it starts to cool down, that chocolate gets hard, and then it has a nice little shell to it, so they've got a good crunch to them. They're absolutely to die for. But the other thing is you have to keep them cold when you're not eating them, or else they do just kind of totally disintegrate due to that cream cheese in there. Oh man, that has a lot of chocolate on it. All right, I'm gonna put this one right up front, but I'm gonna keep the side where the spoon comes off away. And then of course we're gonna drizzle it with, or sprinkle it, I should say, with some of the Oreo crumbs, and it's that simple. And you can see that the shell on these is already starting to get nice and hard, which just makes them so delicious, nice and tasty. I'm gonna make one of the camera guys come on here and eat one of these with me in just a second. You also have to watch out if you are someone who maybe like bites into them directly, that they don't get in your teeth if you're at a dinner party, because sometimes that happens, and then you've got nice Oreo in your teeth. But it's this simple. So the recipe, one more time, all you need is 1 package of regular Oreos, 1 thing of cream cheese, just an 8-ounce little box of cream cheese, and then whatever kind of chocolate you want to melt on them. Like I said, you can always do that milk chocolate with the white chocolate. You could go back and forth, you could dip half and half, whatever it is that you like, to just get these nice and delicious, and that makes it super simple. And then sometimes I like to do the nice drizzle over top of them with the other color of the chocolate, to just keep it kind of fun and a little bit unique. Oh look, that has a big chunk of Oreo. That's perfect. Okay, camera guy shook his head. He does not want to come on camera and eat these with me, but it's that simple. And then we're just gonna cut into this one. You can see that they're a little bit hard still, but just like that. Whoops. Nice and delicious right there, and you can see what the contents of it is. It's totally like a truffle that you would buy in the store. These are super easy to make. Recipe, one more time, final time I say it. All you need is white chocolate, Oreos, cream cheese. That's all it's gonna take. Super simple. It takes about an hour because of the freezing, but other than that, they're amazing and they're so delicious. So make sure that you check this out. Now we're gonna go check out Pano over in Vail, because they've got some great jewelry, some great clothes, and just great shopping all around. So let's go introduce you to Pano.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunities for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point of this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Every day around the world, when tragedy, danger, and disaster strike, when life and death hang in the balance, we look to the heroes among us.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for something great to do this weekend? Well, then you should support the Vail Yeti and the Mountaineers. And I'm joined by such a lovely group of individuals here on the couch. So I've got Kyle, Dom, and John, and I'm going to have each one of you introduce yourselves. So John, give us a little background because you've got quite the impressive hockey resume.
Yeah, my name's John Michael Lyles. I'm on the board of the Vail Mountaineer Hockey Club. Played in the NHL for 14 years, 8 of those with the Colorado Avalanche, and we have the Avalanche alumni coming up this weekend to play the Vail Yeti, and I'm the head of the Avalanche alumni. For some strange reason, and yeah, really looking forward to a great event with these guys, and just so thankful that we're able to put on a fantastic event at Dobson.
All right, Dom.
I don't know how to follow that up. I mean, I also play hockey, but not nearly the resume. But I play with the Yeti, and I've been playing there now for like 5 or 6 years with the boys. So been up here for a while and loving it and growing the game and seeing that with youth hockey and even adult hockey. So it's been really fun to see that progression over the last 5 to 6 years that I've been here. And I know it's been progressing before I showed up. So these guys have been doing a good job.
And then, of course, Kyle.
I'm Kyle Forte. It's my second year back in town. Oh, third year, I guess. I moved back 3 years ago. Took over the team, the Vail Yeti, about 2 years ago. Before that, I worked with the Mountaineers, actually with John. He was kind of my boss at the time, so to speak, a board member. And so for us to be able to be a part of a community hockey game and raise money for local youth hockey, what brings us to the rink every weekend to put on a good hockey program or a hockey game for our fans, for our town, for our community, super special.
It is super special, and for people who have never participated in a Vail Yeti game, you have to go because the atmosphere is insane. The excitement is through the roof. We've got a community that shows up. And then, of course, to support the Vail Mountaineers with the Avs alum is such a great way for people to participate in youth hockey and a 501c3 here in the community.
Absolutely, yeah. The Vail Mountaineers are a 501c3, and this is our biggest fundraiser this weekend. And so we've got a bunch of Avalanche alumni guys coming in tomorrow night. We play golf with a lot of our sponsors on Friday. We do a big VIP reception Friday night, and then we do kids clinics for the local youth hockey players. So my daughter just turned 9. She'll be out there on the ice, which is super fun for me, and it's extremely rewarding for our group. Like I said, to be able to help Vail raise money for youth hockey and to raise the amount of money that they're able to do. Thank a large part to the Yeti and that game and people coming and showing up 7 o'clock puck drop on Saturday night. It's a really special event for our group of guys, and for me, I get to see it from both sides, being a board member for the Vail Mountaineers as well as helping run the Avalanche alumni.
Which I think is so incredible because then you've got your toes kind of in all of the sand, you're participating in all of the fun, and then you're really being an active community member. Now, Dom, you've played hockey for a long time, and you've continued to play hockey here in our community. If there's a young hockey player at home or someone who maybe wants to play hockey, why would you say it's such an important sport for the youth to play?
I think the camaraderie that a hockey team gives you confidence. It also, they can make sure to make fun of you a little bit too. So you get a little tougher skin, I'd say. Deal with life a little bit better when times get hard. And also just like having the guys in the locker room or the girls, depending on what team you're playing on. And just being able to count on them. And I think, in a small community like this, it's really nice to have a tribe that all, we have something in common and we can talk and, we're always giving each other business or referring things to each other. So it's really cool to see and be a part of it. I don't think in other big cities it's as small and intimate as it is here. So that's another benefit of playing up here, I'd say.
Well, and I think that to build on that, right, I think that's what makes this event so special, right? Where players like John, who came through the Avalanche, now works with the youth program. We're a local senior A men's hockey team. We have so much that was given to us by the game, and to be able to give back and bring it full circle and have the kids come watch and see where, it's my dream to actually have some of these kids or a lot of these kids be Yetis one day. That would be amazing. Homegrown.
Yeah.
Homegrown.
I mean, it's incredible, and it's incredible to see really the atmosphere that the Yetis do create here in the community, and we're so fortunate for that because what a great way to keep people healthy, keep people involved, and give people that sense of community. If you're someone who's new and you've never done any of the fun, exciting events that we do have here in our community, on the weekends, the Yeti game bring the entire community together, and you will find a group of people that will make you feel at home no matter what.
Totally.
It's true.
I think it's gotten a lot rowdier as we've gone on, and our fan base has grown, and it's been really cool to see because, again, like you said, the community piece of it is the biggest part to us, and going out and showing up for 1,500 people that are there to watch us and have a good time and bring them all together. I don't think there's a lot of places that has the space that Dobson has to bring that many people together. You go to a bar, it might be a little loud, you can't have those conversations. Everybody's, intense, in tune to the game, talking to each other, cheering, having a good time, drinking some drinks, and I think it's a very unique situation. I don't think you can really find it anywhere else if you were to look for it, so.
Now, because this is a charity event and people can make their way out this Saturday, 7 p.m. puck drop, if there are local businesses watching, if there are community members who maybe can't make it to the game, but they want to support the event, what's the best way for them to get involved?
So actually, we have a silent auction. The website's a little tough to get through in terms of actually just laying it out, but vailmountaineers.org is the website, and we have a ton of local businesses that are supporting. Vail Health and Stedman are the co-presenting sponsors, so we're so thankful for that. And it truly is a community event. So many, like I said, local businesses and local families are a part of it. That we're just hoping that as many people as possible show up on Saturday night to support the Yeti and support the Avalanche alumni and support local youth hockey.
And then, of course, where can people go to buy their tickets?
For this weekend, it's definitely vailmountaineers.org.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be doing us justice if I didn't say our first game's coming up as well. First official regular season game, December 6th. Here, Dobson, we're playing Jackson Hole, our rival. So,
yes.
Is incredible because this is a big rivalry. This is almost as big as the Breck Vipers.
Yes, I'd say bigger.
Oh, bigger.
I'd say bigger.
But that one's local.
Yeah,
like,
true.
That's just a little hop, skip over. This
Yeah.
one's a hop, skip, and a jump to get to Jackson Hole. But the games are so intense, and it is so fun. And this is a great way, like I said, for people to find that little niche in the community, for them to surround themselves and to feel that camaraderie even off of the ice.
Totally. I think the other piece of it is, hey, you guys, you're allowed to cheer for the Avs when you come to our game against them. That's the only time you're ever allowed to cheer for the other team that the Yeti's playing. So feel free to cheer for our.
We do have some decent former players. We've got a couple of Hall of Famers out there. Pierre Turgeon will be there. He just got inducted in the Hall of Fame last fall, winter. Michel Goulet will be on the bench. He's a longtime Hall of Famer. Milan Hajduk, his numbers in the rafters in Denver at Ball Arena, and a number of other guys. Mark Rycroft, who is one of the talking heads on altitude for the games, and is famous for his mullet and bald top. And Darren Helm, who's Avalanche legend for series clinching goal in Game 6 against St. Louis the year they won the Cup in round 2 with 4.9 seconds left. So a lot of great guys joining us. It'll be a blast.
Well, I want to thank all of you so much for being here bright and early this morning, taking the time to chat with me, giving me this great information, and thank you for the hard work that you do in the community, not only from the 501c3 standpoint for the youth hockey, taking some gnarly blows out there on the ice, we've all seen it, and then of course providing our community with such great entertainment and a way to come together.
Thanks for putting this together.
Of course. We're always happy
You're
to
part
have
of it too.
Yeah, I love it. Make sure that you, this Saturday, participate in the game because it is a charity event. It's going to go to a good cause, youth hockey. We want to see those kids out on the ice. This is a great alternative to maybe the skiing or the mountain biking, and it's a great way to just join a sport and find that home within the community. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
It's a morning filled with wonderful nonprofits here on Good Morning Vail, and we've got just that. Not only am I joined by the one and only Danielle Turner from TV8, who we're always so grateful for because you do so much for our community and you do so much for this TV station, so I always have to give you the biggest shout out.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you, Betty.
It's always a pleasure for me too, because there's nothing better than powerful women, so we're going to continue with the theme of powerful women because we've got the Vail Valley business women, excuse me, joining me on the couch. I've got Jill and Dana. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us this morning.
Awesome. Thanks to both of you for letting us come back.
Yeah.
Now, this is a wonderful nonprofit that's been here in the community for quite some time.
Since 1977.
And it's a great way for women in the community to get involved and not only make a difference in our community, but also in their own lives.
Absolutely. Our events are throughout the valley once a month, and our events contain different topics. So we bring in speakers, we bring in topics, which we're going to learn about here with TV8. We also do have just time for networking. Lots of friendships are made. It's a great organization.
It is a great organization, and it's really powerful and impactful here in the community because we live in a male-dominated community. And so to see this group of powerful women come together and not only inspire each other, but help each other grow and give each other the opportunity to maybe shift careers or maybe learn a new skill, it really does make a difference.
Absolutely, it really does. Also, we are all probably glued to our computers and in a mindset on a daily basis that's super focused on our own businesses. And I think it is good for us to get out and network with one another, grow socially as well, and learn what the Vail Valley has to offer. We've learned about so many new businesses in the Vail Valley that I would never have known about had it not been attending these monthly events.
Which I think just shows the possibilities that come with being a part of this incredible 501c3. Now, if people at home are watching this and they're like, wow, I've never heard, how do I get involved? What's the first step?
Well, you could go to our website, which is vvbw.org, vailvalleybusinesswomen.org, and we have an events page that lists where we're going to have our next event. RSVP to that, come. They're amazing, they're fun. Everybody is smiling and laughing and talking, and it's a blast. So come to the event, learn more about it by attending. We also have board positions available that are open right now, and our board transitions every September and through September and October. So if you have a desire to be on a board, it is a working board. You do put time in to it. We have 3 positions open right now. We have a member at large, which is primarily focused on fundraising. We have the secretary position is available as well, and programming. And programming helps outline who our speakers are going to be for the year.
Which is so incredible, and that brings me to what's taking place here next week.
Yeah, we are thrilled to be hosting next week's event on Wednesday, 9/11, here at 5:30 at the station. And our talk for this week is going to be about kind of diversifying your media, as you and I both know.
Yes.
People consume media in so many different ways. Yes. It's not about TV, it's not all about radio, it's not all about print. You have to be in a variety of places. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to have a lot of fun. The cameras are going to be going that night. We're going to teach people a little bit about the behind the scenes and kind of share what we do on a regular basis. And then, of course, there'll be some great food. Tracy Miller with Colorful Cooking, one of our very good friends, will be catering the event that evening. And so we're really excited to have everybody come out.
It's so incredible to see all of you guys as powerful women sitting here talking about this and giving people the opportunity to expand their horizons, grow their business, grow their media outlets, because like you said, it is so diverse and it changes so quickly, and we live in a place where the space and the time of media is vastly different day to day. And so to have someone such as yourself, who's been an expert in this space for so long, give this advice is so wonderful.
And I'm thrilled to be able to do it. I mean, as you said, it's an ever-changing landscape, and you really have to stay on top of how you're marketing your business.
Right.
And so hopefully we'll be able to share a few tips. And, you know, I think the thing that you and I hear the most from people is that they're afraid to do this, which frankly, pretty important for your business to be able to share your story.
Yes.
But they're afraid to like sit down the way we are sitting down here. And
Right.
so we're gonna be able to share with people a little bit how it's not scary. And you can do this.
It's not scary at all. You just have to embrace the flaws that come your way. As someone who's tripped on camera, almost choked on food on camera, it's just one of these things. But it is important, and that's one of the wonderful aspects too, is because sometimes women get a little insecure. And we are our own worst enemies, and you guys help give the confidence for women to grow in this aspect.
Absolutely.
You know, yes, and you know, not only is it just we invite women to do a elevator speech. There are some women that don't want to take even, or some humans that don't want to even take that 60-second opportunity to introduce themselves. So that's, you know, that's one example. But I think coming here and learning about how TV can show your personality, I think personalities come out a lot. You know, and it's like you said, it's all TikTok right now, social media. And so whether you're doing a commercial here with TV8 or have the opportunity to visit TV8 and talk about your business, you know, just the more time you can be in front of the camera, you get more comfortable every time. So with that too, we thank you so much, because we do get to come and visit regularly and share Vail Valley businesswomen stuff. And it's real important for us, and we're very grateful.
And one more time, what's the website so people can get involved?
It's vvbw.org. Stands for Vail Valley Businesswomen.
I want to thank you both so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information first thing this morning, and I can't wait to see the event next week.
Awesome. We hope you come.
Make sure that you check out all of the wonderful offerings that are taking place, not only at TV8, but with the Vail Valley Businesswomen, because there's so many great opportunities. Thank you for tuning in today. Make sure you tune in tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to